Hello friends and welcome to Pathologic Volume 7, Episode 24. It has been a little while since I've done the housekeeping, so let me take care of that. If you like these videos, please help me out by clicking that little thumb button and or leaving a comment and or subscribing. They're all super helpful to me, really helpful. I know you hear that a lot on a lot of these videos from other people, and after a while it starts to feel like noise, but it really does make a difference. And you can always play along with the videos. I know I've got the little overlay now in every video to remind you, but I just want to underscore it that there are always links to the original creators' puzzles under the in the description, as well as links to my own puzzles that you can get via my newsletter or via my Discord. It's different in both cases. And I hope I can bring you some more entertainment by doing that. But without further ado, let's get back to today's puzzle, which is called Candles. I don't know anything more about it than that, but it looks like it's number placement, which we haven't done in a while. So let's take a look at the rules. In a candles puzzle, we place candles, which are digits from 1 to 4, into some empty cells. We are going to be just typing those numbers in here, and you can see in the resulting grid, not every empty cell has a number in it, but some have been added. By default, the height of a candle is 4, but each orthogonally adjacent candle melts it down by 1. Orthogonally adjacent means bordering vertically or horizontally. So, for example, this candle is a 4 because it has no neighboring candles. This one is a 2 because it was a 4 and it melted down by 1 from this one and 1 from that one, so it's at height 2 now. Each candle must have a height greater than 0, which I guess means that there are no candles that are completely surrounded by other candles, because then it would be lowered by 4, which would make it 0. And finally, clues indicate the sum of the heights of the candles in the up to 8 surrounding cells. So for melting down the candles, we're only looking orthogonally, but for the clues, we're looking at all 8 surrounding cells. So this is a 10 because 4 plus 2 plus 4 is 10, for example. Those are the rules of candles. So it's time to solve a puzzle. Today's candles puzzle was set by Freddie Hand. We can, I think, begin by, I'm going to use the surface mode with yellow representing candle and the default green for nothing is here. And I can use the fact that this is a 0 to say that there are no candles in any of those spaces, if I'm understanding correctly. And I can do some quick deductions about some places where I know there are candles or not. This 3 is sort of minesweepery. In these areas, there's only one candidate left, so that's going to have to be where that candle goes. This 6 is larger than 4, so it needs at least 2 candles, and there are only 2 spots. 5, also same deal, larger than 4. This 7 could be in 2 cells, except that that it's going to see everything that the 5 sees and then some. So it's going to have more. That's going to have to come from up here. Okay, let's do some easy numbers then. The same places we just looked. This one's going to have to be a 3 because that's the only way we can have this clue be satisfied. And whatever's going on with these 2, adding up to 5, this cell is going to have to be a 2 because that's the only way that the 7 is going to be satisfied. And now I think let's consider the rules about candles melting. Neither of these 2 cells can be a 4 since they're next to each other. In fact, we know exactly what this is, even discarding all the clues, because this is next to exactly one other candle. So this has got to be a 3. And because this is a 6 clue, this is also a 3, which means that that's not a candle, or else this would be less than 3. This being a 2 means it's adjacent to 4 minus 2 is 2 other candles. There's one, there's the other. The 3 must be adjacent to exactly one other candle. We probably can deduce more down here because of this 2. These two add up to 5. Neither one can be a 4 because they touch each other. So this is a 2-3 pair. This can't be a 3 because it's next to 2 other cells. So this has to be a 2, this has to be a 3, and that in turn tells us that's not a candle and that's not a candle because they both have met their quota already. And that tells us from this 10 clue that we need 4 more, and that can only come from here. And that checks out because this is a candle that doesn't see any others. So it is the full height of 4. So we've completed that. This 5 clue needs 1 more. And that can only come from here. And the 5 is satisfied, so this is not a candle, which will be important when we think about what the 1 means. The 1 means that we have 4 minus 1 is 3 other candles next to it. There's 1, and it's going to have to be 2, 3, because we've used up that one already. This cell can't be any bigger than a 2 because of this clue. And could it be a 1? I suppose it could be a 1, but this can't be a candle. If this were a candle, then it would be a 3, which is going to mess with this clue. So that's not a candle. Therefore, what can this be? It can only be a 3 if it was only next to this one, or a 2 if it's got 2 neighbors. And this clue is going to force this to be a 2. These both, this is a 2 because it's adjacent to these 2. The 3 needs exactly 1 more, so it's going to have to come from here, not here. So this is a 1. The 1 means it has 3 candle neighbors, which is 1, 2, 3. I think while it's thematically satisfying, the numbers feel backwards because I kind of expect them to indicate the number of neighbors. I wonder if it's important in terms of making the puzzle interesting for them to work this way. This one has 2 neighbors, so that is a 2. Let's just look at neighbors. This has 2 neighbors, so it's a 2. This has 2 neighbors, so it's a 2. And we're finally left with this cell. It's obviously going to be a candle because these clues are not yet satisfied. But what number goes in it? 9 is next to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that works out because it doesn't see any neighbors. Let's just double check the 11. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sure enough. So this one is a 4. And that is how you solve a candles.